Hello, I'm Rebecca of the Garden Gate Flower Company.
And I'm Grace of Grace Alexander Flowers.
And we've come together to create Stuart and Alexander Gather at the Garden Gate.
A podcast taking you behind the scenes of two gardens, what we've been up to inside, outside and out and about. Welcome to Stuart and Alexander Gather at the Garden Gate, Series 4, Episode 5. We are season climax now, I think. The last but one episode of this series. And getting quite excited about the you-know-what Christmas thing.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Feeling Christmassy yet?
Yes. Do you know what? I think I am one of the people in the camp that peaks too soon. There is always one in the class. Yeah, that I am the one that completely eats all the chocolates before you should. And then you get to Christmas Eve and it's, I've actually eaten all the chocolates and I feel sick and...
Need to lie down.
Yeah, but I blame it on our kind of industry, really. Commercially, I could blame it on the whole commercial world, couldn't we? But I blame it on the fact that some elements of Christmas, dare I say, I have even had in my head since February this year. So I feel a bit doom-mob happy. I feel a bit excited.
Okay. I feel like you're at least an Advent season ahead of me, but I'm happy to get in the mood. I'm happy to get in the full Christmas spirit today.
I wonder whether there is a moment where it just tips over, and I'm wondering whether that is, like, we're recording this on the 13th, aren't we, of November?
Yep.
And I'm wondering whether it is literally a couple of weeks into November, because I don't know about you, but I absolutely do love the build-up and Christmas Eve. I could take or leave Christmas Day.
100%. Just on
Have we
that,
said
though,
this
about
before?
No,
Yeah.
I think we're just very similar in that particular way.
Yeah.
Very different in others. So it's really difficult to predict, isn't it? So when I was in, let's say, August, planning my Christmas seed shop, I did a bit of thinking about when people would do their Christmas shopping and when I wanted to be ahead of everyone else, but not too ahead for it to be weird. And so I settled for the 1st of November. So I opened my seed shop and I had I had quite a few single packets and loads of gift bundles. And I thought, oh, that's it. Everyone will do their Christmas shopping. Nobody bought gift bundles yet. Everyone just snapped up seeds for sowing. And the message I got loud and clear was 1st of November, it's too early for Christmas shopping. Yeah. So I was like, oh, right, okay. We'll just park that for a bit then. And we launch middle of November.
I really think, I was talking to somebody in Ashburton today, one of the shops in Ashburton today, and the shopkeeper, one of the ladies running the shop said the same. She went, I thought, oh, it'll be full Christmas at the beginning of November. And she said it didn't really happen. And there's that sudden fear. And she literally, over the last couple of days, suddenly it changes. And I suppose the thing is that I'm quite an organised person, so I do not like leaving anything to the last minute. I do like to be a bit organised because I like to have it all. I like to then enjoy it and not be manic. I'm never going to be that person on Christmas Eve trying to find a Christmas present for somebody. It's just not me. But equally, I enjoy the process of I enjoy the kind of planning and doing things and popping into, like, you know, please, everybody who's listening to this, go and support an independent. Because, I love going to those independent shops and just as I'm popping through, buying something in as many places as possible. And that's really, I find that really enjoyable. Like, the process is enjoyable when it's like that, more so than when the kids were little and everything's just, it's just a place.
The theme of this particular episode, which is just absolute self-indulgence. I'm not even going to dress it up as useful or some sort of community service. This is just indulgence. We're going to talk about our gift wish lists for this Christmas. Yeah. But I need to kick off with a bit of a confession, which is I find gift choosing so incredibly traumatic that I just don't do it anymore. So I don't buy anyone any presents anymore. Everyone gets a donation to charity for what I would have spent on their present. I do not buy a single gift. And I tell everybody else, please don't buy me gifts.
That breaks my heart. I am the best at this. Of which all my girlfriends will be sat there going, yeah, Becca, we know you are. Yeah. Honestly, I'm really good at spending my money, spending other people's money. Yeah, I'm very good at spending money, basically. I'm terrible. All right, I'm just telling you now.
Such a weird thing for me because I'm a super mentalizer, which means I can pretty much almost read minds, and I can be sitting in a room with somebody and I can know exactly what they're thinking, and I hear words before people say them, and I have so much intuition in terms of so many things.
Yeah,
And
but
I
I
have this
find that part of you really scary. I
yeah,
find that
sorry
part
about
of you
that. I try and
scary.
hide it a lot, and I
Yeah,
will
yeah, and
often
that's
sit
even
there.
worse. And that's even
Yeah,
worse.
sorry,
Yeah, that's even
sorry.
worse. Sorry. I'm just putting
But
it out there. That is blooming creepy, quite frankly. Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
Carry on anyway.
It's an interesting superpower that I have. That and being able to read babies' minds.
Oh,
But
God.
I have this absolute black spot around. I can look at someone and I can intuit everything about them apart from what do you want for Christmas. It's such a weird thing. And I just get in such a tizzy about it. I think because, and I have written about this before, if you've read my work over previous Christmases, I had some really traumatic gift givers in my family that I would open presents and I would literally took everything not to burst into tears and say, "Who
Oh,
do you
really?
think I am?"
That's
And
interesting.
so gift giving is really fraught for me. And now if you're under 18, you can have cash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Can we just start there with? So I'm really good at this. I put myself that I
Together,
am really,
we might be okay.
yeah, I put this that I'm actually really good, and I love buying gifts for my friends and family and things like that. Boys, I find slightly frustrating, and I have actually got two boys, like my girlfriends or my mum and things like that, or what people could buy me. I'm very good
Yeah.
at that.
Yes.
Do you know what I have to say? Go back to basics. I really, and it features on here an awful lot. A really good pair of socks. I'm sorry, it's not terrible. It's not a
I don't
terrible
mean
thing.
to scare you, but I knew
Yeah,
that's what you were going to say before you
you
said it.
did. Yeah, a really good pair of socks. And the other thing is a beautiful artisan soap, hand bar of soap. Okay,
Oh,
they are
nice. Yeah.
two items that I would say are really lovely. And when I mean a pair of socks, please don't go to Marks and Spencer's on John Lewis. I'm talking about going to a
Dartmoor
lovely
Shepherd.
artisan. Yes. Although, yes, the Dartmoor Shepherd, I would say, didn't have any socks when I went in there. They've had a bit of a sock issue. Sorry
Oh,
to them. But today in Ashburton and number 30, which is one of my favourite vintage clothing shops. She's absolutely fantastic. If you ever go to Ashburton, you've got to go and meet her and go in there. I've mentioned it before on the podcast, find something in there. She has a beautiful selection of socks. So really good socks for walking in. Those are the socks I'm talking about. The ones you can wear with your Birkenstocks and are happy to show them off. Do you know what I mean? They're not your £5.99 pair. You know, they are proper wool socks. So that will be my advice to you if I was
well,
to
no,
anybody who didn't get.
now I'm thinking we should have set up this episode as you could
Yes.
just tell me all the things that you would buy, A, me, and B, all my
Yeah.
friends and family. And then I would have,
Oh, well, I'll do that for you. Don't worry. To be honest with you, I think I could have been a personal shopper. So I used to, in my previous world, be a PA where I did used to have to buy a lot of things for people, clients and all that sort of stuff. So I was quite good. Do you know what? And I love a Fortnum Mason hamster,
a
hamper.
hamster.
Yeah, I love a
Yes.
hamster too. I love our hamster Woody.
Yeah.
But yeah, a Fortnum Mason's hamper, you know, if you
Yeah.
really don't know what to get, that's really, or your own sort of local from your own deli is another really good option if you want to buy local to you. But
Well,
I can tell you mine.
yeah. Just one last thing on that is for those other people who are thinking for either environmental reasons or financial reasons or whatever
Yeah.
reasons you choose to go no gifting to adults, you have to
Yes.
hold your nerve. So my
Yeah.
mum still says, "Can I get you this? Can I get you this?" I'm like, "No, please don't." But then I have to, otherwise it's really weird. And then you just end up being, "Oh, sorry, I haven't got you anything this year," rather than this is the thing now is you tell me what charity you want me to donate to and I'll donate to it.
I love that. Yeah.
But otherwise, if you start bending the rules, everyone just gets really confused and you just have these really awkward, you're sitting around and half the people have got presents and half haven't. So you just have to decide the rule and go for it. Yeah.
I do think I would agree with you. I think you have to be that person that does that or not. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. You can't be that awkward one that, yeah. I think it's brilliant. And I think and in a world where, you know, if we're all adults and we've all got enough, it's really nice. My only thought on that is I really do love having something under the tree that's little to open. Okay. So I think you're giving to charity thing, absolutely brilliant. Love it. Do it. Brilliant. But just to have something little under the tree. because I love gift wrapping.
I love gift wrapping. I love gift
So,
wrapping.
do you know what I mean? It's just that element of, it's just everything, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I feel shallow
I,
now. I feel very
no,
shallow, but I
sorry.
don't care. I don't go
I've
all
got,
hog. I don't mind. It's velvet ribbons all the way
I've got,
around for me.
so at work, there's really wide staff team of family support workers as well as everybody else. So they all get a present. And the presents for them and for the children are all chosen by someone else. And I literally said, amazing, I'll wrap them. So
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
just
yeah,
wrap 100 presents as long as I don't have to choose them, decide them, or have any sense of investment in whether or not the person's going to like them or not.
yeah.
Anyway, having been all slightly sanctimonious and smug and a bit not very embracing of the gifting, I've got a list for me. So
Oh
I've
my
got
God.
nothing. There's no shortage of me telling you all things I want for Christmas, but obviously I won't get them because everyone doesn't give me presents anymore either.
No, we said what we were going to do was do the sort of the outline of what we do all the time, which is going to be, we've decided to pick a gift for in, out, and out, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
In our, which I think is quite, hopefully quite fun for people, and
Yeah.
they can have and a wild card. We've got a wild card, which hilariously we both had the same wild card
Yes,
idea.
we did. Are we going to
This is
leave
actually getting
those for
quite.
the wild card?
The wild card is going to be at the end. We're going to say that at the end. Yeah, is that, yeah?
Yeah. What's your
Yeah.
in? What's your present to your home?
So my in is, I think, a beauty. I have to say, I haven't really thought about budgets here, so apologies to
I know we
everybody.
didn't
But
set
if
a budget.
anybody, I was going to say, if anybody knows me, they know that it's fun being with Becca because it's like Monopoly. So my, and you know what? If you've got a podcast, you might as well just have fun. So my in is, if I was choosing an in for Christmas, it would have to be a new woolen blanket. So I'm raising the socks and I'm
Oh,
going to go all in with a beautiful blanket. Now, my reason for this is that I think a blanket can completely change either the look of a bedroom or the sofa, that sort of thing. And I just think if you're tired of the colour of your sofa or curtains or cushions, whatever it is, just throwing on a lovely blanket over Christmas onto the sofa, I just think it just gives a little pick me up. And
what colour blanket would you go for?
so I had another shop friend come over actually, and he came into my sitting room and went, "My goodness, it's just like being an extra in National Trust." Like, I think
Oh,
I take it that this is because I've got a lot of tweed and check and heavy florals. So I'm a winter person, you know me. We're both quite similar, autumn winter
yeah.
vibes.
Yeah, oh, totally.
So yeah, so basically there are a few companies that I was researching, and I've done this once before, but obviously if we can, British wool is what I would try and get if you wanted to. That I found a really great company called Yorkshire Blankets. They use surplus yarns to finish up and make blankets with. I really like that. So it's a no waste blankets. So some of them, which another point I was going to say is, obviously wool blankets can actually become quite expensive. You can be up into the 80s, £100 odd. But I found what's really good, and I found them last year, was our old fashioned knee blankets. So grandma would have don't you remember? Grandma would have a blanket over her knees. They call
Why
them knee
not?
blankets. Yes.
Why
Now,
not?
I've bought these to go on the ends of children's beds or the end of my bed because
Mm.
they're just a strip of blanket. They're not obviously this enormous grey blanket, but do you know what? They're really lovely. A lot of these Yorkshire blankets, because they are surplus yarn, or surplus parts of, I don't know, other projects they've been doing, they are smaller. Really nice, really reasonable, really worth looking at. And then the other company, which I've used a number of times, and they actually have the brilliant sheepskins as well, if you wanted to look at that, is the Wool Company, which is really good. And I would put on there a shout out to obviously the Dartmoor Shepherd as well, who I was in Chagford only a couple of days ago and saw most beautiful badger faith wool, native wool sheepskins. So anything like that for me for in. Snuggle up, blanket,
Yeah.
Netflix. I'm done.
Yeah.
What about
Yes.
you?
I'm already thinking
Sorry.
about the show notes, keeping track of all the links
Don't
of
do it. Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And I'm also just in my own email trying to find. I bought 2 cashmere blankets last year.
Oh.
and they're the wrong colour. They were blue with a bit of yellow in them, and I thought that they would look greenish, like a mossy green, and they don't. They're quite a cool blue, and I was just wondering if you wanted them.
Oh my
I was
goodness!
trying to find a picture.
Becca is
So,
We'll have to do a swapsy. The thing is, the one thing I will say is, I do find it sometimes really difficult to buy these things online, and I have made similar, like, cushion and blanket errors when I bought things, which does really frustrate me, because quite often, I mean, where I live, it's really difficult to find shops where you can see them, and that's my only slight bugbear with that. With the colour's not quite right, it can be really frustrating. Hugo on the microphone.
it is, sorry. Yeah,
I can tell. Hi, Hugo.
Yeah, Dunedin cashmere is where I got mine from. Have a look.
That sounds lovely. I will go and look. What's your in?
My in. Now, I have to go out to get my in, and I don't know if that's cheating. And I would probably add, it's a road trip and a hotel and all sorts of things to make it an in. But have you seen Merchant and Mills has opened a homeware shop?
No, how have I not known this?
How have you not known this? So Merchant Mills is a fabric company. I do have a wholesale account.
Me
saying,
too.
I adore it. It's the loveliest stuff. I've got some really amazing fabric from that. I also got a wax cotton bag from there, which I've used so much the handle's falling off. They have just opened. It's called House, and it is homeware. So it's all its amazing stuff that's already made out of their fabric. So cushions and just the most lovely stuff. But it's not online yet. It's all in their shop in Rye, in Sussex, which is probably, it's fewer hours for me than it is for you, but it's still a long
Can they get
trek.
on and get it? Can they get on and get it online?
Coming soon is what they said.
I can't even see that. Have they got an Instagram for it then or not? No.
There was a really lovely reel. They were peeling off when they've done the gold leaf shop fronts lettering. And I have just looked at their website. Doesn't it look amazing? So what I would like to do is be taken there, probably have somewhere lovely for dinner, stay in a nice hotel, get up the next morning and be taken to Merchant Mills House, and someone to say, just whatever you choose.
Oh my goodness.
And then
but that's your out. What's your heck? You've gone. Yeah. Mine doesn't seem that expensive now, does it?
I'm going all in. I'm going all in.
Lovely.
Or maybe they'll have everything online in time for Christmas and I can just pick something and just buy it off their website. But that's not quite the same, is it? I know, it's just ridiculous. I know.
I'm gonna make a note of this though. I did not see this. Although weirdly I wonder whether I did see it and I haven't really processed it, because I do recognise the reel. That Merchant and Mill, fabulous. My curtains are made with Merchant and Mill fabric. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Really
I did
good.
Squeak a little bit when I saw it. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah. I'm being absolutely reckless and greedy and all sorts of things. But this is a dream Christmas, and you're absolutely right. If you can have a podcast, why wouldn't you have fun with it?
Then why wouldn't you do it? Yeah.
Yeah. My out's a bit more pragmatic, so we can roll it back in again for that.
Yeah, okay. My out is, none of this seems as extravagant as yours, but my out is a really good. Now, I've been looking I'm very good at buying bags, okay? One thing I'm very good at is tote bags, leather bags, straw bags, you name it. I'm really good at bags. I still struggle a little bit with the gardening bag. So I've been known to carry a bucket, like a plastic bucket with everything in. And I keep looking at gardening bags, and the gardening bag that keeps coming up in my feed, and I know them very well, is, I don't know whether I'm pronouncing this wrong because this is my dyslexia, so Francli. How would you pronounce that?
I would maybe call that Frankly.
Oh, maybe Frankly. Yeah, this is where I'm really, I don't know. Right.
No. Oh, yes. No. Why did you show me this?
Yes. Now I have.
Why?
Now they've been going a while now. They're based in Falmouth. They do the most beautiful leather works as well. And very early on, I bought one of their mobile phone carriers. I have to say, I'm delighted because they've slightly perfected the one thing I always struggled with this really lovely mobile phone carrier was it had a what I would call leather string strap, which used to keep getting too long. So you would tighten it and then it would keep going. And it was a bit annoying. And then I noticed that they've done one with a really lovely stud popper so it stays in place. So I upgraded mine to have this new strap. And it's just got better with it wear, as some leather goods do. Now they do, and I've kept my eye on it, they do the most beautiful canvas bags. And my friend Alice from Alice in Scandyland in Lostwithiel, she's got one of their big tote bags and she had it on the counter and I spied it when I was in there a few months ago and I was just like, oh my goodness. They are really, so they are waxed. They're like that oilcloth waxed. Really good. And they do small batches and they do pre-order and they sell out. So this is for anyone. Great if you're into gardening or outdoor pursuits. They've got lovely rucksacks. They've also got people, obviously down here, loads of people with boats. Really good. Also, if you can't quite stretch to that sort of stuff, they even do really good lanyards for your keys, which I did think, even gardening, I was like, my goodness. And dog leads and things like that. So go and have a they have got some really nice, and again, supporting a really local to me, but supporting artisans, real artisans doing really well with their craft.
Wish I hadn't seen this.
I know. I'm actually quite pleased I found something you haven't. That's really cool.
Oh, they're so lovely.
They're really nice, aren't they?
Yeah. So I'm going to go and resurrect my Merchant Mills bag actually, because lots of them are very similar. I
think the designs are quite similar. I wonder whether they've shared patterns.
The bucket bags.
That's what I did. The bucket bags. Yeah.
Note to self: don't buy another bag that looks exactly like the bag you already have, because you now have complete bag envy.
Or just do. Yeah.
So slightly different, but it depends how much stuff you want to put in your thing that you need to carry around. But have you come across Warrener leather?
Hang on a minute. Warrener leather. Hang on.
Yeah. So
we should have shared our own show notes before, shouldn't we?
Google along with us, people. Warriner, and then just leather.
Oh yes, hang on. No, I haven't. Oh,
large forager's shrug.
I have seen that. I've seen that, or someone similar that's had one. Very beautiful indeed. I would slightly fear that my life is too messy for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely stunning, but I worry. Although leather's great, isn't it? But I do just worry that maybe my life is just too messy for them.
Yeah, so she is
going to be...
I'm going to
say it because they have lovely... I love leather goods like this. Okay,
yes,
lovely.
She is going to be at WILDCARD, the winter gift market, which is going to be incredible, which is Saturday 29th of November. I will absolutely put that in show notes. That is... It's Ashburton or Buckfastleigh. I never said Buckfastleigh, which feels like wrong when I say that. But Warren Leather's going to be there. I was offered a stall there, but my head exploded and I just thought, I cannot do it. But I did promise I would go as a punter, because there's going to be some really great people.
Can you give us that date again?
It's 29th of November.
Oh, grand. Okay. And we'll put it in the show notes, will we?
Yes, we will. We'll link to everything. I think we should probably just do a couple of Instagram things.
Yeah.
It's called WILDCARD.
WILDCARD. Okay.
Yes.
WILDCARD. Okay. I've got it in my notes as well. That's brilliant. So, what is your...
We've flipped this, and my out is going to be really pragmatic, but I'm also quite excited. This year for Christmas, my husband is working in the hospital. He's on shift, something like ridiculous, like 8 till 10 or something. So all of Christmas is a write-off. So in July, when we were working out our safeguarding on call rota, I said really nobly, without any sense of martyrdom at all, oh, my husband's working this Christmas, so put me on call. Forgetting that me being on call means that I can't actually go anywhere. So I could have had Christmas in Plymouth for the rest of my family, but I'm now slightly stuck here. So I keep having these visions of what I'm going to do with my Christmas day, that I'm slightly alone, but need to make it special. And I keep having this weird vision that what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and make chicken wire cloches. I don't know what I think. So this is what I'm going to do when I can't do any work on Christmas Day, because that's basically illegal, because that's the whole plot of the Christmas Carol, is it's illegal to do anything meaningful on Christmas Day. You're only allowed to enjoy yourself. So I'm going to sit in front of the fire, finally watch Slow Horses or some other TV programme that I've been intending to watch for years and haven't got around to. And I'm going to teach myself off of YouTube how to knit chicken wire cloches because the deer keep eating my chard. However, that is still 5 weeks away. Is it 5 weeks till Christmas? And I think actually I probably need something more urgent. And I have been looking at Crocus do some really beautiful cloches. So I think what I'd like is, and they're really quite expensive. For chicken wire, they're really expensive.
Does it have to be chicken wire, by the way? It'd be willow.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
The only reason I'm saying it is there is a very good lady, and a shout out to her, called Catherine Mills, who is a really good willow maker just outside of Chagford, who I've been working with. And I wonder whether she'd make you those. And her work is absolutely stunning. Go and take a look if anyone's looking. Honestly,
is that Catherine with a K or Catherine with a C?
Catherine with a K, yeah, Catherine Mills.
That's why it's not coming up.
She does large with Mills, Catherine INE Mills.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Funny if she features in the lovely Dartmoor book that Joanna
the
Gaines,
artisan one, yeah.
Yeah, the artisan one. She features in there as well. She does lots of animals, but she also does anything. She does lots of things.
Yeah.
Larger scale projects.
I always say that once upon a time I was a prisoner with a good occupational therapy department, because I do find weaving with willow surprisingly familiar, which is really odd. I can't find it. I've got a slightly weird fox looking thing. Has she got an Instagram? Or am I just...
her Instagram isn't hugely used. It's Catherine-Mills. I've tagged her recently. Catherine-Mills.com. And you can go through and have a look at her. Have I said Miles? Mills. That's why I'm getting it wrong. Miles, sorry. Miles. Yeah, that's why I'm being an idiot. Sorry. That's why you can't find it. Sorry. Again, dyslexic friend. Catherine Miles.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, really beautiful. Yeah, she's just very clever. Lampshades.
The lampshades.
The lampshades. I've been in there. I've seen them for myself. They are absolutely stunning. They're like twiggy, larchy, lovely. Yeah, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
There's one called Eagle. There's one called Rook Pendant and Rooks. Oh my God. They're insane.
Yeah. God, this has turned into a great... What is my
husband going to say?
Yeah, they are really good. But she's really open for commissions. So if you've got... I mean, I keep looking at things going, she could base... I mean, she calls... What did she call herself? Because I remember talking to her about how she refers to herself as unstructured willow maker. I think she might not be doing her very good justice. But it is like it is unstructured. It's not willow weaving like you would... basket. She says, I'm not a basket weaver. That's what she says to me.
No.
And I just think it's beautiful, really beautiful. Very clever lady, very clever. Yeah, so if you are a bit stuck, maybe have a look at hers as well. If you told her what you were trying to do, I would be really shocked if she didn't have a woven version that she could do for you, which might look rather lovely in your garden. Yeah.
Well, I've got a willow that has gone completely bananas, and I keep not cutting it back because I keep thinking Christmas. I'm just going to make one stonking Christmas wreath. Yeah. But actually, maybe that's what I should do. I've got loads of willow. Yeah. But I want something that I can... Sorry, loads of hazel. But I want something I can pop off and pop on. Oh, God, that is opened up. Yeah, and probably it's going to hurt my hands a lot less, because that's the other one thing I'm putting off, is how prettily it is working with chicken wire.
Yeah, chicken wire really isn't very forgiving, is it? Really, let's be honest at all.
No.
Out. Should we do out?
Go for it.
So my out fits in quite well with your market, your Christmas market you're talking about, your Christmas artisan, because I think I would love to, and I never really have a lot of time but I think if you're going to give somebody a lovely out, I would like to learn another craft, because obviously as if my life wasn't busy enough with floristry and styling and all that sort of world. And I absolutely love, have you come across Ambrose Vivers? Vivers. Right, you will do, because I'd be really surprised if he's not at that event. Go and have a look online. Now, the only thing with Ambrose Vivers is that they sell out so fast. So they are furniture, woodwork.
Yes.
Have you found them on Instagram?
I have.
Yeah.
Found the website. Yeah.
Now, they do brilliant workshops where you can learn to make one of their stools. I think they may still have a few spaces left on their chair course, but the only problem with them is that their workshops do sell out ridiculously fast. Lovely couple that run it. And it's his work, his chopping boards, beautiful. That whole thing where you just say, I don't know what to buy people. Again, his woodwork. Like, Mum bought me a butter knife. Nobody needs a butter knife, but it's the most beautiful butter knife. It really is. It's all scorched wood, and he does some of them where he actually, I'm going to say chips into the wood, which I'm probably saying the worst thing ever. So apologies to everybody.
I know,
but you know what
texture,
I mean.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. Yeah, where they just nip out little bits, so it's almost like a fish scales.
Yeah, exactly. That's much better. And they've got the most beautiful bedside table where he's woven parts of the bottom of the underneath of the table. Just all beautiful. Do you know what I mean? All really, really beautiful. So I would say if you wanted to give a gift, look at a workshop, maybe a pottery workshop, or do you know what I mean?
Oh, God, now I feel really lame for my out.
I want to know. Go on, tell me. What is it? What is it?
I would like to go to the Five Arms for New Year's Eve, and I'd like to just put myself in a four-poster bed and stay there for 72 hours.
I love you. You're just all about, which is really funny because you're not a big going away person.
I'm not.
I don't
big,
think.
No,
I think you're really homely, but it's like you dream of another world. That's so funny.
But I wouldn't do it.
Where do you want to go?
Where is Five Arms? Have you seen the Five Arms? Oh. Beautiful. Britt Willoughby stays there because she does lots of photography there, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it has the most incredible four-post beds, and it's just
Where are we based? Where are we?
Oh, back end of Scotland. We are. Like, it would take days to get there.
Days for me to get there.
Days for
I'm just looking online. Oh my God, yeah, their four-poster beds are incredible. Yeah, okay.
Yes. You're right. I have just been away for 3 days, and there's this sort of running joke at work where I keep saying I was fine until I took 3 days off, and everyone's like, "Why you need to take 3 days off?" But yes, this year has been a lot for lots of reasons, good reasons, but it's been busy, and I have this dream of getting away from
escapism's a thing. I think escapism is a thing, and sometimes when I get there, or even if I've just booked it, sometimes I get that moment where I think, oh, I think I enjoyed planning it more than I did booking it. Do you know what I mean? It's like the grass is always greener sort of thing. But I do love that idea. To be honest with you, Grace, you know what? We could pack up my blanket, get the gardening truck, we could head up to Scotland and sleep in a big Victorian double decker bed. Double decker. Maybe it's best to be a double decker. What's wrong with my words
Maybe it's best
tonight?
To be a
my words are a bit weird tonight. Yeah.
End of the day.
End of the day, evening podcast.
We could celebrate with a lot of champagne, a lot of garden chat. We could record like a little muffled curtain cloud bed. We could record a New Year's Eve podcast. But it would be lovely.
Somebody send us on something like that. I'd quite enjoy that if I had time to flipping do it. Now, though, WILDCARD.
Oh, the WILDCARD. Oh my God.
This was hilarious. Also, I just think, like you said, we're so similar on some things and so different on others. So we have to disclaimer here, don't we, that we were talking about this briefly. We didn't share what each other was going to do. So actually genuine surprise at what each other's chosen. But we went, oh yeah, and WILDCARD. And you went, I'm thinking of a jigsaw. And I went, you are kidding me. I was thinking of jigsaw too. So much so that I had actually been looking at jigsaws, and so had you. So I think that has to be the WILDCARD Christmas. Yeah.
Much of a coincidence as we think, though, because I think there was probably a moment where all the jigsaw companies, probably on the 1st of November, said, we're launching Christmas. And they put a couple of ads on Instagram, and both of us went, nice. And now all my ads on social media, actually to the point where I've nearly bought 3 jigsaws because some of the ones have been amazing. All I see is jigsaws.
Mine was slightly encouraged because my mum always likes to do a winter jigsaw because she loves being out in the garden, and she said she just feels like in retirement it's a bit, the evening's darker, blah blah blah, and she just said I really enjoy a jigsaw. So she was I'd given her one of our New Zealand map jigsaws, which if don't ever take a jigsaw from a family that's got kids, because the chances are you're never going to find all the pieces. So I was randomly having messages from my mum going, "It's not complete." I was like, "Oh no, there's nothing worse."
Don't send it to a charity shop.
No, don't. No, there's nothing worse, is there, than receiving a jigsaw that isn't complete. And also, she had asked me to find her a really good mat for the jigsaw, because if you've got a house like mine, or most, I don't know whether everyone's got a room that they can put 1,000-piece jigsaw in, but I don't, and that's the one reason why sometimes I haven't had a jigsaw. And I do not like the rolled up ones, by the way, I'm just saying. So I for a flat one that you can literally take off the table and slide under the sofa, so to speak. And I found one for Mum roughly at about the time that you and I were chatting, which has made me want to buy another one. But my mum had mentioned it to a friend of hers that she was looking at jigsaws, and she said, "Oh, Penny, have you seen the Wentworth wooden jigsaws?" No, I hadn't. Oh my God, they're like pieces of art. So these are wooden jigsaws. Now, these aren't a jigsaw you're just going to do any old time. These are almost like, I think these would be lovely if you were like wanting to start a Christmas tradition, that you took Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Like a really, like, start the decoration.
Yeah.
You know, and they do 3D ones as well.
Oh, no, the wreath one with the baubles on it.
Yes. I mean, there's something pretty garishly chintzy about them. But I think I'm all in for that.
I think we should share this love. Everyone should share with us their favourite jigsaws and their jigsaw traditions.
I know.
We're making jigsaws cool again.
We're going to make jigsaws cool again. So, like, these are really not very cheap, these Wentworth wooden ones. But I would say, for your dad, who has everything, you know, that is a really good dad present, I think. And also, if you wanted one that wasn't so expensive, I was looking, because I had an ad come up for Willow and Stone, which is another lovely Cornish brand, and they've got a really lovely botanical one. And I love a botanical jigsaw. Yeah, go and look at Willow and Stone, and they've got a really nice botanical one. And I thought of you, actually. And actually, have you ever come across Willow and Stone before?
Yes.
Yes.
I have.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever bought anything from them. Oh gosh, yes, nice.
Yeah, so they've got a nice jigsaw. You've got one as well,
puzzles
haven't you?
and gifts. Yes. So Gaia, I think, was the one I found, which is amazing Dutch still life florals. Oh, mental. That's amazing.
Yeah, I really like them as well.
These.
They're really, they're nice, aren't they? There's some really,
they are lovely.
So some really nice options.
They've sold out lots of them.
See? Maybe we're just not, like you said, maybe we're just not original. Maybe everyone's sat here listening to this going, "Oh, come on, I've got a jigsaw." Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, I like the mushrooms one. Oh, it's only a mini one. I probably need bigger than a mini.
Yeah, exactly. But I think, in my mind, you have got good ideas for Christmases. You just got to, don't do too many 4-poster beds. You can't gift too many of those, that's for sure.
I've got great ideas for me. That's not the same thing at all. Not the same thing. I like them. I'm going to get the mushroom one, I think.
But what I would say is go and have a good old deep dive also in Willow and Stone, because there's some beautiful things. Oh my God, go and look. So everyone knows, I love my interiors. Have you got a solid front door?
Yes.
Wood.
Yeah.
So I have solid front door envy, because you can have a door knocker. I have got a stable door with glass, so I can't have a door knocker. They have the most beautiful door knockers in the ironmongery door knocker section.
Ironmongery. We do need some doorknobs, actually. Door knocker.
Oh,
because we're very cottagey, so I'm not sure a door knocker fits really. They're a bit Georgian.
Well, maybe it doesn't.
Knockers.
Yeah, well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I've just got to move to Bath again and go back and have
maybe you do.
A house on the Royal Crescent with an amazing door knocker.
Yes, I mean, I think that's absolutely what you should do.
Could somebody just buy me a house on the Royal Crescent for Christmas? That's what I want as my hour.
Put a ribbon around it, call it yours. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Grace, it's lovely chatting to you. So we've got one more for the last part of the year, haven't we? That we're recording.
I think we should do. Yeah, I think we should do tips for decoration and making everything lovely. That's what I think
I think
all right, Hugo's arrived. He
that.
says, "Yes, exactly. I am trying to tap into your, just borrow your strengths."
Yeah, borrow my strengths. I'm sending them to you. I'm sending good Christmas vibes to you. I'm going to go and check out, see if I can make that date up to the market,
Winter
because
tides.
the winter tide, because I really like the sound of that, and I'm wondering whether I can make it. I'll have to let you know.
I will see you there. We could record little snippets on the way around.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my God! That's quite exciting. Lovely to chat to you.
You
I
too.
think I might
You
have just
too.
spent a lot of money virtually. Lots of love. Speak
Lots of
soon.
love. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.